Produced by Konami, directed by Trans Fisher, screenplay by... Okay. Oh my god. What a miserable fucking game this was! Oh, I did not like it. I did not like this at all. Well, not at all. There are aspects to it that I did like. The pixel art is nice. I think the best part about this game is the music. Otherwise, it is completely ruined by the difficulty of the game. I cannot believe you played the greatest role in this story. Thanks, game. Thank you for playing. Fuck you! Holy shit! I had to clear my throat. Fuck you! Thank you for playing my ass. God damn, I don't even think they believed it when they fucking made this game. Okay, I can't believe what I'm about to say, but I think this was a worse experience than Ninja Gaiden. Specifically 1, because I did like 2, and then I hated 3 for a number of reasons, but I don't even want to compare it to 3, but I feel like this game is best compared to Ninja Gaiden 1. Yeah, and I can't believe I'm saying that. I think Ninja Gaiden 1 was a better experience than fucking Castlevania 1. This game is just bullshit on so many levels. Let me just start out by saying my recommendation for the game. Just like Ninja Gaiden 1, I don't even recommend playing this with save states. Once again, if you can play through the game, if you can beat the game, hey, good for you. I don't particularly care. You are like top 1% of gamers. This isn't really for you. This is more for the regular Joe Schmo. The type of player who just wants to just experience the game. The type of player who's kind of like me, where, hey, I want to play the series. I just want to like have context for the gameplay, for the music. You know, if you want to like go and watch speed runs, which I will totally do after I'm, you know, done with whatever I want to do with the classic series, at least. You know, it's fun to have the context, to have that experience, to be like, oh, I know what's coming next after that, or, oh man, I understand how much damage these fucking enemies do, and then to watch the speedrun and be like, man, dude, that guy's doing it without all the save states that I had to go through and whatnot. I think really that's the type of person that I'm talking to. If you can beat Ninja Gaiden, if you can beat Castlevania with no save states, oh, you could do it in like an hour, you could do it in 30 minutes, hey, that's cool. But those types of people never seem to understand that they're like upper fucking echelon. Like, hey, that's totally cool. You're not a regular person. You don't seem to understand that. Anyways, why do I play these types of games? Why do I go through the pain of these types of games? It's because I want that experience. I want the context of how difficult these games really are. I hate the idea, like, okay, so I think Super Castlevania is basically a remake of the game, and it's supposed to be significantly easier. Could I have just done that? Yes, I could have, but I wanted to experience the original game, the game that started it all, and it was a miserable experience. It feels more unfair than Ninja Gaiden, which is so unbelievable to say. It is a very slow, very methodical game, but the amount of damage the enemies do is 4 fucking bars. Are you kidding me? That's unbelievable. And with the amount of enemies the game just ends up throwing at you, it's just bullshit on a level of like, what the hell were the devs even thinking? Like, literally, like, what is the point? And like, I understand, like, you know what? I know what the devs were thinking. They weren't intending to make a fun game. What they were intending was to make an NES game that, you know, you can only make so much game for the memory of the cartridge. You know, the NES games weren't like the biggest fucking thing in the world. They were rather short experiences, which is why the difficulty has ramped up so much. But with Castlevania, it's just like, I don't know. When did this game come out compared to Ninja Gaiden? Let me search that up real quick. I genuinely can't believe it. Castlevania predates Ninja Gaiden by 2 years. Holy crap. Maybe Tecmo was taking fucking notes from Konami. That's genuinely unbelievable. All right, well, that's a fun little fact to know. It's kind of I mean, what else is there to say about this game? The bosses were cool if they weren't complete bullshit. Frankenstein was just stupid. Just so stupid. Death was stupid. It's insane to say that Dracula, both phase 1 and especially phase 2, was more fair than almost basically the entire game, honestly. And I didn't even have a good sub weapon. Frankenstein, if I had magic water, yeah, that would have been so much easier. Death, I did have magic water, but it's really the scythes that you're dealing with that are really dumb. Medusa wasn't that big of a deal, and I'm pretty sure there was one more boss, but I'm blanking. Unless Medusa really was the first boss. Yeah, but I'm completely blanking on that right now. Anyways, honestly, I feel like the only reason to truly play Castlevania is the music. The music is pretty fucking phenomenal. Unfortunately, I'm also commentating throughout the entire thing, and then I'm like reloading save states every fucking second, and then just raging in general for how BS the enemies are, especially the stupid little monkey things that I didn't get to listen to the music a whole lot, so I absolutely will listen to it after I do all of this. But also, tell me what your favorite track is, and don't say the first song. Don't say the first song. Obviously, the first song is the greatest song in the entire game. Give me something else. Tell me what your second favorite track is then. But yeah, man, like, I guess that's it. That's the very first Castlevania game, the very first classic Vania. You know, despite having a horrendous time with this game, I'm actually really happy I played it. I also very recently played Bloodstained Circle of the Moon, which is just from what I'm to understand, I think it's supposed to be like Castlevania 3. I think Castlevania 3 is what I was reading, but in any case, it's also just like a classic Vania game, and it's very nice to have that, like I said, to have that context, to understand like, oh, this game is based off of original Castlevania. This is the inspiration of that Bloodstained got, and also it was made with the original creator, right? So yeah, it's always nice to go back to like the very roots of a certain genre. All right, well, I mean, that's it. I don't really have anything more to say about Castlevania 1. It is what it is. Nice pixel art, excellent music, terrible experience. I don't really recommend to play this even with save states. Wait, hold on. I almost never do this, but in this instance, it's kind of warranted. Okay, for context, if you're watching the clips version of this video, if it's not super obvious, final thoughts are always done immediately after finishing a game. I don't get an opportunity to script anything. Everything that I say just comes right off the top of my head right then and there, which means more often than not, I actually do end up forgetting moments that I would like to have brought up, but just at the moment, they just don't come to me, so they don't make it into the final thoughts. To get a full picture of what I thought about a game, you pretty much have to go watch the full playthrough. This is why I clip final thoughts, in the hopes that it maybe redirects some people who are interested from watching the clip to go watch the actual playthrough. So again, to give further context for the clips version of this, I played the NES version of Castlevania 1 on my Analog Pocket. The reason I didn't play the Anniversary Collection version is because that collection does not feature a rewind system. It has save states, but it is an extreme pain in the ass. With that being said, I did end up replaying Castlevania 1 through the Anniversary Collection on Steam for the simple reason that I love achievements. Now, I did still use the ever-living shit out of save states, but the game was 1,000 times easier just because I knew what was coming. For example, those little head crab looking enemies that are like super low to the ground, super easy to kill. Turns out you don't even have to crouch. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of things where you don't have to actually crouch. You just throw out your whip and you can kill them. Dealing with enemy placements or bosses aren't that bad either because you already know what's coming up, assuming you've played the game before. For example, Frankenstein's monster in particular was an extremely difficult fight for me the first time around. On the second playthrough, I made sure to have magic water on me and it trivialized the fight. Another one was Death. The first time I fought Death, I had magic water on me and it sort of helped, but not really. The second time around, I made sure to bring that throwing cross with me, and that helped a lot because more often than not, Death is not super low to the ground, so that's why magic water sort of helped, sort of didn't, but the cross was a lot more useful in that instance. Now, I'll, for the most part, stand by just about everything I originally said about the game, except for the part where I said it's kind of more bullshit than Ninja Gaiden. I do kind of take that back. Previously, I had said to just skip out on Castlevania altogether, but now, after my second playthrough, I actually recommend to, yes, play it, but with save states. And now, that's it from me. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing or becoming a member of the channel, and follow me on Twitch for more of my shenanigans. Most importantly, hit up the Discord where you can keep up with all my projects, uploads, and live streams. I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching.